Hello friends, this is Mirna from Mirna's Calm Joys. Long time no see. I was kind of out of filming for a month now. I'm sorry for that. I have some new stuff today to show you. Some little things I got new in the last couple of weeks and some new things I have been enjoying lately. And plus with that, I have some new plans for the summer I want to share with you guys. Some new leather. So welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're all here and I hope you enjoyed this video. So a couple of weeks ago, you see I've already used this one. I got stickers from AliExpress and I got these three in that order. This is one sheet with those cute little sketches of traveler's notebooks and pens and coffee. I found it so cute. These art supplies, and it was like $1 Canadian. This also washi tape sticker roll, also from AliExpress. These are like already pre-cut. You just take them out and put them in your journal. I found this beautiful for summer. I have to get some new summer themed ones. I was looking at Crea with Gabby. Renee's planner piece on Instagram showed her collection of Crea with Gabby pad tapes, and I wanted to order them, but since I'm planning to travel to Europe again this summer, I don't know if the order will come in time before my traveling, so I'm gonna skip on that order. Maybe order some new one from AliExpress to ship to Europe directly. We'll see. Or maybe just get some new stickers like summer ones from Amazon. But this booklet is so good too. I think this was like $5 or $6 also. This whole order was like 15 Canadian dollars. But look how many gorgeous coffee themed bigger and small stickers this booklet has. I wanted to share that for anybody interested. I found it one time on AliExpress. They always change the listings, so sometimes I see it for like $6-7, sometimes for $5 or $4.99. But I think Amazon also carries these. I think I saw this one on Amazon for like $10 or $15. Can't really remember. I really want to buy this booklet with the summer theme. Oh, it's not here, but I think I saw some similar to this with the summer beach theme, which is what I'm looking for summer. I don't use too many stickers, but I like to decorate some of my memory keeping journal with them and my personal journal. For planning, I'm mostly always functional. If I stick something that's like really for fun, if I'm bored. But yeah, stickers are for my writing and journaling time. And I always usually just pre-decorate, and I will show you in a second, and then I write on that weekly. What I'm loving lately, just to get this out of the way, is this Coach cover I have bought in April, and I made a video about it. It is this beautiful canvas material. This is not leather, this is like plasticky material all over, but I think the quality is really good, and for like a really carefree notebook cover in A5 size, I think this is marvelous. I think all of you already know about this and been using it. I'm late to the game, but I've been starting to use them now with this blush pink, powder pink color. They came out this year, and I couldn't resist of buying the white one because for summer I have a white bag that I'm using, so this will go with my Coach white bag from regular Coach store, but it also will be good for winter, this white one. This one has the tan inside. I just wish they came with another pocket, that's all, but usually this is really good. And this is how I'm using it, with the mini discs still, since I made that video about this Coach powder pink cover and transferred my inserts to these mini discs. I really love this in this cover. It's so slim. You can fit any paper you like. This is the regular A5 size width, which means 148 millimeters or 14.8 centimeters. I don't know in inches. I'm always operating in centimeters, in millimeters, because In Europe, we were always taught that in school. This is my project, homeschooling, a social media planner, notebook. For homeschooling, I have some project pages, which I'm also in other discs on my table, which have bigger rings. But if you want to take this with you in a bag, these smaller discs make it so convenient. You can just take pages out of your, let's say, 1.5-inch discs if you're using those on your desk, and transfer some of those pages just to have on the go. You quickly transfer them, put them in, and go. I have these thin dividers that make it so easy, and that's it. Just a couple of these cover decorative paper to make it fun. Every month different. I just switch this. Sometimes this vellum goes on top of it here, sometimes not, but that's basically it. So my first section is calendar, where I have my monthlies, which I've been using. This that I made my own month on 4 pages. With this overview, then I put like goals important, some YouTube video ideas. Then in the month, because this was my only social media planner from the start of the year, so I was like noting which videos I made, which I didn't. These I didn't use this month, but then I use it more this month, and that's basically how I use it. But I made it like to be empty here, so you can write a section you really want and then just fill it in. So in March, and then April was really busier, and then I add some daily pages here, like for each day, of really just plain grid. I think this was Clairefontaine notebook that I cut up to A5 size. That's why it's like rounded on one side. This was a A4 size notebook. But you see, you can just punch and use any paper you like in the discs. That's why I love the system way more than the coil bound. And this is so easy to, for that versatility that I always crave with planning, and especially notes and creativity also, because I sometimes in this notebook really scratch and draw and then take it out, like trash it. So I don't want to do this kind of planning in my bound books. My bound books are usually more for journaling and that type of thing, especially the more expensive ones, Tomoe River paper from Sterling Ink. Those I only bought 2, and since they're more expensive for me, like the N1 and N2 that I bought were $100 both together for me in Canada to be delivered here. So yeah, I would love to get more of Sterling Ink. I love her notebooks. I will some for next year, but I had some bleed through on my N1 memory keeping journal, so I'm now wanted to buy the Sterling Ink A5 Slim notebook to try with my Emily. But then with so many notebooks lying around and Stalogy that I always love, I was thinking, okay, I'll wait for the next year, and I hope the paper will be better without bleed through. So we'll see for that. I still love them. I still can only recommend them. I just hope Catherine make sure that the paper quality is better this year, actually next year, 2026. This is evolving still, so stay tuned. But this I'm loving, so I'm switching. I was using these for 2 weeks, then back to this, but these two I will switch around, and I will probably get more of these covers. These are only 40 something dollars Canadian, so they're really, really inexpensive and really good in my opinion. I have that same material in a woven bag from Coach that I will be carrying over the summer, so I think I will use this most, but I'm considering bringing this one as well, so to switch around. We'll see. But the same thing, same size discs I'm using in this beautiful Louis Vuitton Emily agenda. This is A5 slim size for their Clemence notebooks. They also make, but in my opinion, too expensive, over $100. But these, I made this a little bit slimmer than true A5 Slim. So the width here is 12 centimeters, like straight 12, instead of 13, that would be the A5 Slim. Just because to accommodate nicely the discs here. These are really so versatile. How this is in my system now, I have to do an updated system video for summer and what I'm bringing to Europe, but I really love discs lately. And this is also, even though I'm using the Emily for standard TN size notebooks for my journal, for my both journals, but this is also becoming now the size that I love to plan in. And I was thinking sometimes I don't want to bring this whole big one, and in a little bit thinner bags this goes so nice and slim. So I made another set. I made this to show for my Emily possibilities video, but I really love using this size pages here also for planning. And since I have my planner and everyday carry and this plus my week size, this is not for my personal all planning. This is also something I want to do social media, and then leave this one more for projects and homeschooling and notes as a notebook. And over summer have this more to have on the go with me, because when I go out bring some journal if I'm going to parks, especially where my son is long time playing. Sometimes I bored and then I get my journals from my bag out and start writing. So this would be something on the go that's also slim enough to be the same size to put my journal on this side. Let me show you. So one of my journals is this Sterling Ink N1 compact. I do memory keeping in this for my family, so I have to do some pages, but yeah, gratitude here, I've already shown this, but this is slim enough to also go with this together. So this would go in here, and you can even look at that, both of them together. And this is enough if I want to just write some things that I haven't written for a couple of days while he's playing, my son, in the park, or yeah, when we go somewhere to the restaurant or maybe some sightseeing. I can take this in my bag and nothing else, one pen, and that's it. I'm enough good to go. And still, if I have to do more writing, journal and planning, I have these pages here, and I will print more empty weeklies and dailies here, or dailies can just go on like regular notes pages too. This is the same ones I have in A5. I just cut them shorter, but this is, I love this ruling, and really this Kikuyo paper is really taking fountain pens really good. Look at this. This is with my Holy Grail Mont Blanc pen, which is really like thicker medium. It really takes ink nicely, nobly through, maybe here where I was like really pressing good. And then I have some of that Tomoe River paper, which also works good in these discs. Really turns nicely, so I can put different sized and different quality papers in the discs and have them with me in one notebook. I will go through this before travel, how I'm gonna set this final. Really loving this, and really loving this folio. I want to make myself now new folios like this. I would love to have more of this Emily cover in new colors, but they are expensive. So I had some leather lying around, which I'll come to this in a second and to explain what I mean. That I'm planning to maybe do one in this size as well. I really love this size. So that were discs. Let's go from that for the new notebook I was thinking about, and this I found at Indigo. Look how cute this sticker is. I went to Indigo to buy the Stalogy A5 regular notebook, 365 pages, and I was thinking, since in summer I won't be carrying my rings all the time, but I will sometimes want to have some scratch big notebook. So either these discs on their own, but also some nice big notebook where I can do bullet journal, like bullet plan my day, and big journal on down, because my standard TN journal is only writing, only my thoughts, only in the evening or in the morning journaling. So I was thinking of cutting this to the A5 slim size to be able to use in my Emily as well if I want to, as all catch-all, like planner journal, everything in one, brain dump, whatever I need in it, sketches, like whatever. This is not so precious, so I'm okay with it. And then I saw this to maybe stick on it for summer. So this I will bring to my local print shop. They always cut books for me, so I will do it with this one as well to have for summer. And for that, once I cut it shorter, before I get to that, let me just mention, I'm late on the train with these little pens. I saw them also while I was waiting for register for paying for this. I saw these two little pens. They're so cute, aren't they? And the point is 0.5, but it's so thin and nice. And these are perfect to maybe grab and go with your passport traveler's notebooks like this. I usually use my Parker ones, but I think this is really, really convenient, especially for those days where I'm going to be spending a lot of time on the beach and don't want to carry my precious pens to maybe get stolen or at the pool sides. So yeah, this is just grab and go pens, especially with your traveler's notebooks. And now with this size, I have been influenced by a lot of you guys in the planner community on Instagram for those Louise Carmen leather notebook covers. So I decided, of course, I don't want to order Louise Carmen now. They're expensive. They're half the cost of my Louis Vuitton Emily. So yeah, no, to me, too much, because I know how to make leather covers myself. These are the ones I've made in the past for myself. There were also two more I made for my best friend. So the plain and the leather one, you just cut, punch holes, and do the elastics. The Louise Carmen ones are beautiful because they are trifolds, and that's what got me influenced, because I love to use standard size for journaling, but I also love now lately A5 slim size for more room, which this notebook will serve for once I cut it. So I was thinking, if I make myself, because this is true to size, right? Standard traveler's notebook size, 11 centimeters width. But if I want to take, let's say, one day with me this journal plus the other bigger A5 Slim bullet journal, or one of those slimmer notebooks, TNs, together with A5 Slim, or maybe a couple of these together with these, I can have them all together in one trifold. So if I make myself the similar to Louise Carmen trifold cover, I can use it for both sizes, for both standard TN and for both, and the A5 Slim size. So to have, let's say, this is another A5 Slim. I have cut, these are Lamy notebooks in A5. I've cut them in standard and A5 Slim size. So if I, let's see, use these two, this is another A5 Slim I have. This is another journal I want to preserve from, this is Clairefontaine for testing pens and inks. This is a really good paper for that, or maybe some light journaling too. So this is A5 Slim. And you see, when you line like one thick notebook with two slim ones, and then let's say I want to bring that day my memory keeper with me, I can do this all together. So as you can see, these all around, and you can, with a trifold, close them together to have it nice in one book. But I think in that same trifold, if you pull these out and want to use just the standard size, when you fold it, it comes closer and then becomes a tin cover, trifold cover. And you can have a pen aside here that's also covered with leather and protected in your bags. And maybe make another insert with the zip here from a little bit lighter leather that I have, to put some pencils and some of those fine liners for sketching when that's what I at least plan to do when I'm on vacation, and aside from pools and at the seaside. So we'll see how that works. Stay tuned for that, but this is my plan. And that's why I want to do that trifold, because I saw people using different size notebooks in those Louis Carmen ones. They are beautiful. They have beautiful those little charms and everything. I really love those red leather ones, and I wanted to find a nice leather, red leather for this project, but didn't find a nice red one. So instead I have found, okay, I'll put this here, a nice navy one, which is this one. I can't show the real, oh, here it shows maybe the nice navy blue, dark navy blue color of this leather. I think this will be gorgeous for that Louis Carmen trifold project I want to do. So stay tuned for that. I might even film a how-to video of how I did it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the rivets, only if I find those nice little small ones. If not, I'm just gonna leave a hole like I did in my other Travelers notebooks, because this to me is not too big. I don't like when they have those 3 rows of rivets. So if I do rivets, it will be only maybe 2 rows or 1, and then have more elastics in them. So I was just saying, these were the notebooks I already made. This is pure simple ones. This is the first one. I just bought the simple sheet of leather and punched holes and put strings in. That's it. This was my ink journal. I filled it out. I have to now make myself a new one and have other notebooks that I'm using for that. But since I'm not using this cover, it's still in here. I have this one, For on the Go passport one. I will add pockets to this one, maybe around, to use it as a wallet this year. Told this myself. This is a travel. When we are in Croatia, we travel by car from inner land part from my hometown Zagreb, where we land with an airplane, and we go to the northern eastern part of Croatia, where my husband is from, to the also the Dalmatian coast, where I am from, to the island and to the seaside with a car, and have a nice trip here and a little suitcase. So this one, then yeah, after I want to show this, I put the elastics out because I made this one before Christmas. For this one, I made pockets in undyed leather, just cut these holes for my washi tape cards. I made the hole here so I can put the pen loop through here, which is this one. I'm not using it right now, but it would go like this through the hole to hold my pen. So through here and then here out. And yeah, just another pocket here with the zipper, so for my washi stickers that I pre-cut. And that's basically it. This one I tooled See the World, and I made the same one for my best friend, but without the pockets in here, without these 2 pieces of leather, but the same leather on the outside, and the passport cover in this leather for her too. And then this one was before Christmas, where I made 2 secretarial pockets. I've already shown this. This is really handy for washing stickers, and I'm using Stylogy cut to standard size as my long form journal. And I love Snoopy. really love Snoopy this year. But I have some other charms that I'm gonna switch to now for summer, some summer themed, and this Snoopy will go sticked on the Stylogy notebook. And so now this leather is the one I found at my local leather shop, which is called Tundra Leather here in Hamilton. So I was thinking this part to be cut out, and then the idea is to put, let's say, A5 slim size, these 2, when you put them in here. So this will be that the strings go here and here. Let me just move some things. Okay, here. So now when I push these to the end, this is how much is left. Of course they move now because leather is pushing them, but this is standard. This is of course not totally straight, but yeah, you know what you get the idea. So this is how it would look on the strings inside, and I plan to do that inner folio pocket for those pencils. And then this part will be like this, of course cut here, and then string will go around it. So now I will have some nice little snug folio of different notebooks inside, and maybe some pencils to take with me everywhere I go, especially at the beachside. This is really handy and good quality leather. I would love to make myself a bag out of this. This is so gorgeous, and it has a dark blue side in dark blue color inside too, and it's so soft. It smells divine. So I can't wait to make this and show you guys. And I have another lighter blue, royal blue, really soft leather to make that inner portfolio, to be able to carry pencils inside. So that's that. And the same day I bought this leather, I found this piece of leather, which is like a nice prune color. This is because I was already trying it out to make just a simple cover, or maybe I will cut it into a pocket size and make a pocket trifold out of it for passport. This is how it looks inside, but it's really good. This is $24.99 Canadian dollars, this piece of square foot. Oh, it says here it's Italian double shoulder, 1 square feet of leather. Really gorgeous leather. I love this. They had the navy blue and this type, but I didn't want a shiny, and I wanted something that's like more pliable. And this veg tan leather is really gorgeous. I love this. This will, I think, be so gorgeous. And I have some new charms from Michaels that will go nicely with this, with some old charms that I had from last year, some seashells, and yeah, I think it will look nice. And the other leather, other than these two, I had this from fall but haven't made anything out of it yet. This gorgeous olive green leather. So I'm thinking I might do a folio similar to this style out of this leather, just to put different notebooks in. I don't know yet, we'll see. But I love it. This one has striations on this part, which I don't like too much, but in this middle here, this is what they had out of olive when I was buying it. But this part has a clean part here, and I was thinking this is the perfect part to make that. And then maybe have the rest here for a small passport one. I want to make for my best friend. Maybe even 2 passports can fit in here for me and her. We'll see. Yeah, and these can be in her pockets maybe. It's so gorgeous, and they smell divine. So yeah, I have one navy blue, royal blue leather for that inner portfolio, and I have one red. Thank you guys for staying with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!